Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? My name is Laynie and welcome to my channel. I am filming a lot earlier than usual. It is not even 9 in the morning yet. I am working today and I thought, oh, I'm going to get a video in before I head to work and I'm going to sneeze. The allergies today here in the Midwest are real, so if I sound real stuffy nasally, I do apologize. And if the lighting is a little bit weird and you feel like, wow, she's really like up close and personal today, that is because the sun is beaming through my window here. I have drawn the shades, I've done it all, and I'm still getting like super weird bright spots, and I'm trying my best, you guys. With all of that said, I am really excited to share this with you. Yes, I did a little shopping. So if you want to see my recent Fragrancebuy.ca haul, then just keep watching. Okay, so if you are into fragrance and kind of in the fragrance community here on YouTube, then you probably heard Fragrancebuy is a Canadian website. I've ordered from them before and they have really good prices. Also, they have really fast shipping and good customer service, which is awesome. This is not sponsored or anything. I do know they do sponsored content. This is not. I wish it was. It is not. But they had their Canada Day and 4th of July sale, which only comes up once a year. Obviously, it's paired up with the holiday. But it is an extra 10% off. Plus, they were doing like extra samples and some freebies and stuff like that. But they already have really good prices, and then you get the 10% off. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get some stuff. So if you want to see what I picked up, let's dive on in. I really am on a strict budget right now, so I only picked up 3 fragrances, which are an oldie that I've heard so many rave about. I was like, I really want to try it. This is the original Lolita Lempicka. I have their Lolita Land, love it. And also Mont Blanc Signature, because I tested this out once we were in Nashville at the mall, and I want to say it was, I can't remember. Anyways, one of the big department stores, and I tested this out, and my husband was like, oh my gosh, you smell so good, so I had to pick it up. And then this one was a recent discovery. I haven't smelled it. I've heard about it. This is Armani Code. I was watching Curly Scents. I love her channel, and her boyfriend was going crazy over this scent, so I was like, okay, I guess I need to try that. And then we're going to talk about the freebies I got. So the only one I have smelled is Mont Blanc Signature, but it's been like a solid year since I have smelled it. I remember thinking it smelled like a creamsicle, and that is what my hubby thought, and my hubby loves anything like dreamsicle, creamsicle, anything around that type of scent or flavor for that matter. I mean, yes, I wear fragrance for myself, but who doesn't love when their significant other thinks they smell delicious? The other cool thing about buying from Fragrancebuy, if you're from the States, is the fact that our dollar is different than their dollar. So not only did I get the 10% off, I also got the difference, so it was actually cheaper than the figures that I was given on their website since they're Canadian. So I saved some money that way too. That's actually why my husband and I love vacationing in Canada, because you don't spend as much money as you feel like you do, which is kind of nice. So for this video, since it's going to be short and sweet, I just wanted to do a little unboxing for you guys. I'm not going to put anything on the screen this time because of the fact I have to be so zoomed in. But this is Mont Blanc, and I got the big boy, okay? Yes, I did. I'm really at a stage in my collection where I'm like, you really should only get the small bottles because you don't need big bottles. But the money, like, value rationale in me is like, no, you need the big one. It's a better deal. So I got the big boy. So in here we have top notes of clementine, and then middle notes of ylang ylang, magnolia, peony, base notes of vanilla, white musk, and benzoin. So definitely all sounds good. Like I said, I remember it smelling like a creamsicle, which is so much fun and perfect for those warmer months like we're in right now. It smells so good. Okay, I really do like this one. The accords in here are vanilla, musky, floral, citrus, sweet, powdery, yellow yellow floral, and amber. I definitely get like a creamsicle vibe, a very sweet but like a cloudy sweetness, so like it's kind of aromatic, it's not heavy, it's not syrupy, a little bit powdery. I do get that I think the muskiness is what gives it that airy effect, so it's not syrupy or dense. I agree with all the accords. Beautiful and easy reach for sure. It's going to be crowd pleasing, like everybody's going to like this. And I will also say there's a freshness in here that would make it really great for hot days, because you're not going to get that like vibe from it after a while. There's really a pretty freshness in there, kind of like an after shower effect. Not totally soapy, but like you just stepped out of the shower, you're clean, but you also smell really lovely from whatever body wash you used. Love this. Do not regret it. Would definitely recommend it to you guys. I can't speak to the longevity yet, but she's a beaut. I really like her. And I really must say, I think this is really beautiful and gives me that luxury vibes. Even the cap is pretty. She's good. Now, this is the Lolita Lempicka's original, like, fragrance, but I do know this is the newer bottle, and I have heard that the newer bottle is not as good as the old formulation. If you watch a lot of fragrance videos, then you hear that a lot. I think it's because so many products have gone vegan, which is obviously good, but I do think that fact kind of affects longevity or the power behind a fragrance. As long as something doesn't disappear within minutes, I'm happy, because I don't mind tossing something in my bag or like reapplying throughout the day. Like, that doesn't bother me. That's personal preference, as long as, again, it doesn't like evaporate in like a minute. If you hear my washing machine, I do apologize. My daughter threw her favorite bunny in the dog's water bowl. Bunny is soaked, so Bunny is in the washing machine right now and about to get a nice little blow dry session. Okay, I'm sorry. That's probably going to be going in the background and driving some people crazy. I know. I apologize. So in here we have top notes of Star of Anise, Violet, Ivy. So very kind of interesting. Violet I can get down with. I don't think I have a lot of fragrances that have anise in it. I actually love the flavor of anise. My husband is Italian, so I have kind of gotten used to eating anise flavored candies and desserts through his family. The ivy is kind of interesting to me because I've actually been enjoying a green note, which is new. My nose is changing. Then we have middle notes of licorice, cherry, iris. I do like iris, especially if it comes off lipsticky. Orris root, I'm a fan of that. It is in God is a Woman. It is also in, I believe, I want to say Radiant Nectar. Love both of those. Amaryllis, don't know that one, but she looks like a flower. And then the base notes are all things I can get down with. Vanilla, praline, tonka bean, musk, and vetiver. Kind of interesting lineup of notes. The accords are soft, spicy, sweet, powdery, anise, vanilla, violet, floral, iris, cherry, and woody. All sounds good to me. I really do not know what to expect from this. This is not the big one. They didn't have anything bigger than this at the time I ordered, or at least this was the better deal. Because Fragrancebuy also does testers, and if the tester comes with a cap, I am on board because I'm all about saving money. It's kind of everything I expected, and yet nothing like I expected. Does that make sense? Not really. So in the first spray, a little cough syrupy, but it faded really quickly. I don't like anything that comes across cough syrupy. That does fade, and then I get that really pretty cherry. This is very unique, but also not unique at the same time. And what I mean by that is there's definitely a body splash, body spray type of vibe. Like, I do feel like this reminds me a lot of something I could get at Bath & Body Works. I hope the longevity is better since it is a I believe it's a parfum and not a toilette. Yes, it is a parfum. So something about it reminds me of a body splash, but I actually really like it. The orris root gives it that kind of juicy, light vibe. It reminds me a little bit of almost how pear brings out that juiciness, kind of a watery vibe. If you have smelled Radiant Nectar or God is a Woman, definitely reminds me a lot of God is a Woman. But the cherry makes it sweeter. There is that little soft spicy in there from the anise, and the licorice to me comes across giving it more of a creamy vibe. I don't really get straight up like black licorice or anything like that. This is very, very unique. I honestly think this could be an all-year fragrance. I think she would work really well in the hot days because it does have that wateriness, that body splash vibe. But that little bit of soft spicy in there makes me think I could reach for this in the wintertime, and it's going to give a different effect. Honestly, I really love this a lot. I do get that iris note in there. It does give me a little bit lipsticky vibe, which I love a lipsticky vibe in a fragrance, like love, love, love. I think the violet is what gives me a little bit of that powdery note. I'm so sorry about my washing machine, you guys. But if I don't get that bunny washed ASAP, I'm gonna have a very unhappy toddler. She was crying when I took it away. I think this is so pretty and unique enough that it would make a lovely signature scent because it's crowd pleasing but unique at the same time. This doesn't and isn't like your typical fragrance. The combination of notes in there is unique. I really like this, you guys. So far, my blind buy is a success. So fingers crossed that this one is also a success. Like I said, I literally only picked this one up because of the fact that Curly Scent's boyfriend was like, oh my god, it's so good. Like, he like loves this on her. And I'm like, ooh, who doesn't want their man to think they smell good? Now, the only thing that concerned me is her bottle and the one in the picture on Fragrantica look a little bit different than mine. Maybe it was a special edition bottle because it has like a floral decal on there and mine's just the blue. I know very little about this fragrance besides what I watched in Curly Scent's video. So anyways, let's dive into the notes. It says it is Italian orange, jasmine, bitter orange. So, ooh, okay. I do think my husband hopefully will like this one because, again, he loves like orange vibes. Then you have middle notes of jasmine, orange blossom, ginger, base notes of honey, vanilla, and sandalwood. I don't know if I like honey scents. I love honey. Like, I love honey in my coffee, or I love desserts that feature honey, like baklava, like love honey. I don't know if I love the scent of honey, and the only one I really have smelled is the honey. Is it Sweet Bee or no? It's the yellow bottle. They have Brooklyn something, West Brooklyn. Oh gosh, you guys, I'm blanking on the name, but it's a yellow bunny. I've got the bunny on the braid. It's a yellow bottle, and it's like honeybee or sweet bee or something like that. I'll try to link it down below. But that's the only one I've really smelled at Sephora, and it was too honey for me. Like, it smelled like you just poured honey all over yourself, and like that wasn't my favorite. So the accords in here are citrus, white floral, sweet, vanilla. I am really into vanilla fragrances. I've always liked vanilla fragrances. Like, who doesn't? They're kind of like the most crowd pleasing in my opinion. Most people enjoy the scent of vanilla, but I'm like really diving into vanilla fragrances. And then we have honey, warm, spicy, powdery, fresh, floral. The first two definitely were warm months for me. Lolita Lempicka, I feel like could go into the winter months. This one people are saying is their favorite for cold months, fall, and nighttime. So this one might not be as versatile for all year wear. I do wish my bottle had the floral on there. I think it makes it way more feminine and pretty. This bottle is pretty kind of meh. I'm a little surprised Curly Scent's boyfriend went really nuts over this one. As it dries down, it's getting better. The first initial spray was really like typical, like nothing really amazing about it. Now that the jasmine is coming out, it's getting a lot prettier. I'm getting the citrus, but the Mont Blanc to me is more like orangey citrus. This is more of kind of a general citrusy vibe. It's definitely not lemony or limey, but it's not like orange. The jasmine in there is a little bit dense. It is definitely a white floral. The ginger in there, I think that's making it just a little bit fresh. There's definitely a freshness in here. It makes it a little zingy. It's not really spicy to me. It's a little bit more zingy. I hope you guys, sometimes my descriptions, I don't know if they make sense. They make sense in my head. The honey to me is sweetening it up. It's definitely sweet. It's not crazy sweet though. It's not like, ugh. I actually think you could wear this on a warm day. I think if it was super hot though and you're outside a lot, it could get a bit cloying. But it at least doesn't smell like I just stuck my head in the honey jar because, like I said, like straight up pure, like, ooh, honey is not my favorite. I definitely get vanilla and the creaminess from that and the sandalwood. I like her. I think she's crowd pleasing, but she kind of just smells like a designer fragrance to me. I thought it was going to be a little bit more special or sexy. I'll have to give it a real wear, give it a go. Like, I don't regret it. It's not bad at all. Like, this is not bad or yuck or anything. It's just not special. To me, this one was special. And this one was like very flirty. This one is far more perfumey, like it smells like a perfume. I'm going to have to give her a go to really give you my full thoughts on this. Because also, like, my sinuses right now are really starting to not cooperate, so maybe I'm just not getting the full experience here. we shall see. Anyways, you guys, that is my unboxing. Oh wait, I gotta tell you what goodies I got. So I was a little disappointed. I have to be open and honest about that. I kind of thought the freebies were gonna be a little bit more enticing. That is one of the reasons I decided to purchase when I did. I wanted the extra 10% off, of course, but I kind of thought I would get like one full size, maybe body splash or something. I did not. I guess I'm just not that lucky. I did get some samples. This is the Afnan Eau de Parfum Mersal of Trust. I don't know anything about that at all. Okay, I'm going to have to Google if that's an oil or not because that sample looks kind of gross. The one bigger sample I got is the Tommy Bahamas For Him Eau de Cologne. So again, another cologne. At least this does smell good. I did smell it when I got here. And I will give this to my hubby. He can use it. It's a little splash. I got Jerzoff, Aruba, Pura, which I have heard of, but I don't know if that's like a women's, a men's, a unisex, and Alahain Eau de Parfum Tio Cabanel. Never heard of it. I will say one thing that did disappoint me is like the 3 fragrances I got are very like feminine fragrances. So I kind of was hoping my samples would be kind of at least coordinated to that. Thankfully, I have a man in the house who can use the colognes, but not everybody is. So like, what if you just got a bunch of cologne samples and you're like, I don't know. Anyways, that was my little complaint. Okay guys, that is all. I really do have to get ready to go to work, so I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for being understanding about the noise in the background and the terrible lighting and the close-up frame, and you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And as always, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.